All right, everybody. Welcome back to another stream. Today we're going to be playing one that I covered, man, a really, really long time ago. I'm actually very curious on when I covered this, but this is Total Eclipse for the Sega Saturn. It's an on-rail shooter created by Crystal Dynamics, and it's a really fun game. Pretty early game for the Saturn, and apparently, I last did this 9 years ago, January 17th, 2013. Very early video of mine. Full playthrough, actually. Yeah, it was a full live Let's Play of the game. It was my 15th Let's Play, actually. We're up to like 400 something now in terms of Let's Plays. So, yeah, I think it's, we're long overdue revisiting this game. And what's kind of cool about going back to it is we've got a much better capture setup now, so the footage looks a hell of a lot better than it did back in 2013. And, yeah, we're gonna take a stroll through this game. My live Let's Play of it was apparently 2 hours long. I don't remember if I included all the full motion video and stuff like that. So this could take 2 hours, it could take 3, it could potentially take 4, depending on, I guess, various things. Like, some of the levels in this game are pretty tough, actually, and so there's the possibility I could, die quite a few times. And some of the checkpoints are pretty nasty in this, so you have to, like, retread your ground quite a lot when you die. So, but yeah, we'll just kind of see what happens. This is a pseudo follow-up to Total Eclipse, which was a 3DO and then PlayStation game. I don't really know if they're like directly linked in any way outside of, a similar engine, similar gameplay, same developers, so on and so forth. This one has live action full motion video. It's got a somewhat intricate story. I actually, in a lot of these games from this era, I don't really pay attention to a lot of the full motion video acting and the story and things like that, because a lot of times they're just not very interesting. But I find the story in this one to actually be pretty cool for what it is. And I think it's integrated into the gameplay pretty well. You do have constant chatter as you play, but basically the story is constantly being divulged as you play, and you do need to listen to the comm chatter as well, because on some levels, like, they'll tell you which way to go, and if you go the wrong way and you don't listen to them, you'll run into a dead end and you'll die, and you'll have to go back to a checkpoint. So for those of you guys that don't like that type of stuff, you can actually just skip right through all the full motion video in this game. They don't force you to watch it, thankfully. And you can also disable the communication live voice chat in the sound options as well, so you can just have sound effects and music and just play it like it's Star Fox or something. So but yeah, it's a really fun game. It plays a lot faster than Total Eclipse on 3DO. Like, it runs more consistently. There's less inertia when you're moving your ship, which is great. So the controls feel a lot more responsive. Your weapons are a little more deliberate in this game, whereas in the 3DO Total Eclipse, there's just like a bunch of scatter kind of weapons, and it just, I don't know. It feels like Crystal Dynamics took their experience from Total Eclipse and other games they created in the, within the 2 years prior to this game, and really just, they just evolved their production values. Like, they got more experienced. The game's, production quality is pretty good overall. From the graphics to the music and all that stuff, and it's quite solid for a very early Sega Saturn release. This game came out within like the first 6 months the Saturn was out in North America, and it still holds its own quite well. So yeah, it's gonna be fun going through this one. I think it's gonna be a good playthrough, and yeah. So what I'm going to do once we get started, I'm going to actually reset the console so you can see like the introduction, and you can see the, the title screen and all that stuff. This is just basically like your start screen here. And, so you've got previews, which is kind of funny. Maybe we'll show that off at the end of the stream. There are a bunch of other cheat codes and stuff like that we can do as well later on for some like extra bonus levels, and I'll have to pull that up on game FAQs when we're done here. You do have, again, sound options. I feel like the game comes pretty well balanced out of the box, so I wouldn't mess with the sound settings unless for some reason something just feels like off for you, So, and we got control settings as well. And I just leave it on simulation. It's basically just like up makes you go down, down makes you go up. you can do a barrel roll, which is actually mandatory later on in the game. You have to actually like shift or rotate your ship to get through certain obstacles. You have missiles, which are basically like just like special weapons that are extremely powerful. Think of them as like almost screen clearing bombs, except they're actually homing missiles. They track enemies, so you do still have to use them at the correct time. It's not like 3DO Total Eclipse where it's just this fire wave that just goes down the screen. So but you also have acceleration and deceleration, just like in Total Eclipse, and then you've got fire, and that is pretty much it. If you hit the pause button mid-game, you'll bring up a pause menu, and you can go into first-person mode. It's kind of neat, but I find the view is quite constricting, so I like to play in third-person mode where I can see my ship completely. So let's go ahead and reset the console. Crap. So I'm using a satiator to do this. I have the original disc, which is actually how I got my thumbnail image, but I forgot I'm on a Japanese console, and so I'm using the US disc image for this, and so yeah, it's not gonna work out of the box. I have to power cycle, get back in my satiator menu, and then go from there. There we go. We got it. We're good. Okay, just give me a second here, guys, so I can load up the game. Alright, good deal. Thought I could just hit reset and it would go right back into the game, but the thing about these optical drive emulators is they act as if it's a real disc. Copy protection and all, or region locking and all. So hey Xeon, welcome back. I see Michael, Carl, Agostino, Freddy, Adam. Let's see. Am I missing anybody? Gedrin. And Spar was out there. Alright. I'll let this play out.
Confirmed.
It's still jamming our distress call. Starting uplink procedure to Telsat 5.
Sue, we just lost the number 4 line. It's a full cascade.
How long?
Less than a minute.
Initiating unmanned launch cycle.
It's a 10G push, Susan. You'll never make it.
Watch me.
Susan Powell, LaGrange Mining Colony, Facility 17. We're under attack. The ships are being flown by... We attempted emergency procedures, but triggered a cascade in the reactor and destroyed the facility. It's tracking me. Switching to frequency Delta 4-5. Oh my god. It's pulling me inside.
Transmission terminated.
All right. So, let's go ahead and just start the game. Now, what's really cool about this is that it actually saves your data, and it saves automatically, and you have a bunch of different save slots. And as you can see, I've got 3 slots here that are used, and so let's go ahead and just... Let me actually just erase this one right here in the middle. It's just saved on level 1. Let's go ahead and just pick an empty slot, and we'll go ahead and let this play out.
Lieutenant Cross.
I'm Major Kelt. This reassign is temporary, so don't get too comfortable.
Count on it, sir.
I'm against it, but Commander Templeton says you're the best he has, and it's time to give you another chance. This is Lieutenant Underhill, call sign Hellcat. Stay under her wing and out of my way. The floor drops at 0930. Be ready.
Yes, sir.
That's an hour from now.
Yeah, I already did the math in my head.
Attitude loses big in Alpha Wing, Lieutenant. So does reckless flying.
You know, doesn't anybody ever say welcome around here? You know, how you doing? Stuff like that.
That's Cobra, white team leader. He bites.
I'll keep that in mind.
Lieutenant Cross, this is Pachenko, Morris, and team leader Light Major Peterson. Call sign, Hopscotch, Digger, and Pitbull.
Red team's the place to be, stuntman.
All right, people. You've seen the tape. After that, 1,792 people got real quiet. We just made parking orbit around Saturn, so it's time to roll. I want you to remember your 3 R's. Recon, rescue, and recover the data. Questions?
Yeah. We looking at the same thing that fragged Kepler colony on Mars?
Kepler was an accident. The atmospheric processor broke down and released some nerve gas. We don't know what happened here. All right, we got a lot of ground to cover. Lagrange mining colonies are spread out over Saturn's 10 largest moons. The team leaders will brief you on specific targets en route. One more thing. Blackjack shattered a femur in the rotolock, so he's out for the duration. Lieutenant Jake Cross will be replacing him on Red Team. They call him Stuntman below, so I want everyone to remind him that this is not Bravo, and we don't do circus tricks up here. All right, flip in.
Prepare altitude for Legion 1. Attitude thrusters online. DT mix.
Set course for Janus. Objective is to verify that the colony's satellite uplink towers are still standing. If those towers are down, that might be why no one answers on calls.
Yeah, I never watched Babylon 5, but yeah, some of you guys will recognize her from other TV shows. Alright, so we're into the main game itself. So basically, you can press C to speed up. This is our scatter weapon, so this is one of our special weapons. And there's another one. As you collect weapons of the same type, you will upgrade them to higher levels, up to 4 levels of strength. You'll see them grow in power and in size and whatnot. A lot of like little tutorial elements in the game as well. This right here is invincibility. So you can actually just slam into enemies and bullets and you won't take any damage. So kind of like this. Boom. Just right through them. There's another scatter, so we're up to level 3 in scatter. If you look on the right-hand side, you'll notice 3 vertical bars, and that is my weapon level. And the vertical bars, the 5 on the left, that is my shield energy. When my shield energy goes critical, all my weapon energy depletes and gets transferred over to shield energy. So you have a lot of health refill options in this game, which really helps with the difficulty. And the game's constantly giving you weapon upgrades, so you're constantly building your right meters, which can, again, fill up your left meters when your damage or your shield goes critical. Now, you're going to be wanting to constantly speed up and slow down in this game. Right now, I'm just holding down the C button, and it allows me to go as fast as possible. And then when I want to slow down, I just hold down A. But for those of you guys that have played Total Eclipse, you could see that the environments here are a little more detailed, a little more intricate. There's better texture variety and stuff like that. And the enemy layouts and so forth, I think, are a lot better in this game. It's a pretty well-made game, if you ask me, and it's really cool because it's such an early Saturn game. You know, the Saturn was, let's just say it had a rocky start, at least in North America. Fantastic console. It's one of my favorite consoles of all time. That I actually haven't really covered a whole lot of lately. I need to do some more Saturn streams, and hopefully this is the start of that. Get some more Saturn action in here. But yeah, every level has a boss fight. Also, those pink orbs, pink little blobs, it gives you shield energy back. And there's, I think, 3 or 4 different types of those. Actually, I think it's just 3 types. There's one that gives you like 1 block of health back, one that gives you more, and then one that just fills everything completely. Now, you don't get points in this game, unfortunately. I do wish there was a scoring system. That would have been nice. But it is good to still kill everything you can, because a lot of enemies drop power-ups. Either missiles or health recharges, things like that. There are also extra lives you can get. And I'll point those out once we get to them. Should be getting close to a boss fight.
Got a visual on the array. Roger, Hopscotch. Everyone, let's take the long way home and see what else we can find.
There's a missile. You can carry up to 9 missiles, and you press X to use them. So you can see they're homing. Very, very useful for clearing out lots of enemies at once. There's an extra life right here. Got it. That's our first extra life. I'm pretty sure we can get up to 9 lives as well. See, there's some health right there. It's really good to grab as much health as you can, because some of these enemies are really difficult to, you know, avoid. Like, avoiding their projectiles can be really tough. As far as I'm aware, this is not a game that supports any analog controller setups. So you just use the D-pad. You need to constantly, like, do little baby taps to, you know, to adjust your aim.
Hellcat, Stuntman is 2V1, 20 degrees right.
Another missile.
On my way, but it'll take a few.
And another. Let's see, what do we got there? Ooh, supercharge. That gives me all my energy back.
Do not allow refueling ship to connect to mission objective.
Alright, next phase. I think this phase is a little bit easier. I have a hard time dodging the guy's projectiles on that previous phase. It's okay to just use your missiles, because you get a lot of them in this game. You get a ton of missiles. Woo! That was close. I almost ran into the wall. Oh man, I love this game. It's so much fun. Hey, Aberdeen and Uber Disco.
Not exactly textbook flying, Stuntman.
But the man's got style.
I say he's a keeper.
That is not the way we fly an Alpha Wing, Cross. We take our mission objectives seriously.
My objectives are powder right now, pal. How about yours?
You do not want to piss me off, Lieutenant.
Sure I do.
At ease, gentlemen. I could ground you right now for the way you flew that mission. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't.
He nailed the target.
Besides, the man knows just how far he can stretch it. Man flies like that, you just can't take away his wings. Be like an act against nature.
One win doesn't mean he isn't reckless. He's your problem, Peterson. Do you want him or not?
Given the situation.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Why don't you ask him what happened over Havana in '87? Let me know if you change your mind.
This is Susan Powell of the LaGrange mining colony. If there's anybody out there, please help. Nearly 200 colonists survived the attack, and were holed up in a mine shaft on... Alien ships are bombing the surface above us constantly. If anyone can hear...
Alien ships? No, no way. There's no such thing. In 100 years of space travel, there's been no evidence.
Besides, those ships were built with colony materials.
Well, what's going on over there?
The Major thinks there's something wrong with Phantom's tape.
Where did the signal originate?
Could have been Tethys, Enceladus, or Hyperion. Leave it to Blue Team to pull down a lousy feed.
That's more than you clowns brought back.
Captain Banks, this is Kelt. I'm looking at the tape Phantom brought in. Can someone clean up the signal?
I'll get Spinner on it. It might take a while, assuming I can wake him up.
No, I need it now. Why don't you drop his hand in a bucket of warm water?
Yes, sir.
Those ships were pieced together from colony hardware.
The miners probably got tired of breaking rock out here, so they knocked together a few fighter planes to raid the A-belt trade lanes.
Okay, we'll check out that distress call. White team, take Tethys. Blue team, Enceladus. Red team, go to Hyperion. The Cobra thinks Hyperion is clear, so you've got a secondary objective. This is the colony's automated defense CNC. Destroy it in case someone's using it for these attacks. There's something I don't trust about this distress call. Be wolves out there.
Set course for Hyperion. Eyes open, people.
All right. Yeah, again, I'm going to have all the full motion video play out, but remember that you can just skip through all that if you just want to play the game. You don't have to watch it. And again, you can also disable, the voices. This is, invisibility. And I also have homing lasers now. I really like this weapon. Works really well for most enemies and bosses in the game. There are a couple of late game bosses that, you know, it just doesn't lock onto. And this is why I said you could just use your missiles, because this level just gives me a ton right at the very beginning. So back up to 6. Now I'm up to 7. 8 and 9 are maximum. So now whenever I see a missile, I'm just gonna use one, because you cap out at 9. This level theme's constantly reused as well. You'll constantly go back into space like this, and I almost see them as like bonus levels. Extra life. Another extra life. I'm up to 7 lives already. That's great. Ton of extra lives there at the very end. That's awesome.
I'm tracking CNC transmissions 15 minutes ahead. Current vector. Let's go.
Alright, let's get homing.
Tracking. Tactic. Shoot to stop rotation.
These flying battery rounds have no armor in the backside. Shoot them from behind on the way out.
I'm deep 6 behind something. Just below Mach. Come on, let me shoot you. Whoa! Did you see that turn? Would have snapped my neck in half.
Yeah, you really do not want to just slam into a wall head on. You will... you'll die pretty quickly. So, I'm trying to make some quick moves. Oh, I missed that health. I need it too. Alright, so my weapon energy just transferred over to my shield. So I lost my special weapon, but I got most of my health back. Yeah, so the guys are already, like, giving me tips on where to go in the level. Like, take this route, it's probably easier.
The canyon to your left is the easier road, stuntman, but it's buzzing with bogeys.
Heads up, stuntman, you have 6 lasers on your left.
Cloak.
I've lost target. Magnetic interference heading for orbit to reacquire. I see it. Extreme range. And it's got legs, but not for long. Say your prayers, hot dog! That man contact is dead ahead your position.
So you can already see, like, the level design is getting a little tricky. Extra life.
Damn, this pig won't die. I'm hit! I'm hit! Flame out! I'm
Alright, this power-up is interesting. Whenever you take a hit, you actually get energy. So it's like you actually want to slam into stuff with this. It's pretty cool.
Whoa! I'm clear, but I'm gonna need a new paint job.
It's yours, stuntman. Engage and destroy.
Copy that.
Track it. Detected. React quickly to flame units.
Alright, boss time.
Mission objective destroyed.
Alright, we got it.
You're 2 for 2, stuntman. may not like your moves, but I don't hear Hopscotch complaining.
I hate this. Losing an engine, job only got half done. Can you imagine the humiliation?
You're welcome.
Hey, stay in the pocket, Hopscotch. Setting course back for the Tomlinson, half speed so Gimpy here can keep up.
Hey, cut it out.
I agree with Cobra. I think they knew we were coming.
What are we talking about here? Colony pirates or something else? All we've seen is hacked colony hardware.
Pulling 15G turns.
Spinner, this is Kelt. Where the hell's that tape?
Hey, Raven. How's my dark wing doing?
Spinner.
I'm checking. It's halfway home. Let me take a quick look. Loading.
Apparently this Charles Martinet.
Jeez, hold on to your lunch, Raven. You're gonna love this.
Pipe down what you got.
This is Susan Powell of the LaGrange mining colony. If there's anybody out there, please help.
I bet the audio was spliced together from colony voice diaries. Whoever did it was one sick month.
All right. We're not dealing with colonists here.
Not live ones, anyway.
Look, I found out about Havana.
Yeah?
I never lost a whole team.
Well, make sure you don't.
Well, it seems to me you're no longer a reckless flyer.
I never was a reckless flyer. Look, it doesn't matter anymore.
Lieutenant Bailey, please report to the mess hall.
Major Kelt, we've got a live distress call coming in.
Let's have it.
That's a command cruiser out there. You're just in time. We're barely holding on out here. They wiped out in the first wave. Picked underground on Mimas. We're safe for the time being. Just as long as you don't damage Iris. I repeat, do not damage Iris. Our life support depends on...
Cobra, take your team to recon Mimas. Do not engage. This guy's lips move, but I still don't like it. Go. Banks, this is Kelt. Get someone to search colony records for reference to this Iris. Let White Team know what to avoid before they reach Mimas.
Yes, sir.
The rest of you, destroy the colony's 2 main energy production platforms. We don't want anybody tapping into that power. Those platforms might be modified and mobile, so be ready for anything. Blue Team, take out the facility on Neoptosis. Red Team, go back to Tethys. White Team's already been there, so you should have a clear corridor.
All right, level 3. There are 8 stages in this game.
So let's find a way in. 2 teams, Hopscotch, you're with me.
Roger.
You're on a roll, stuntman. Age before beauty.
No further contact with the
All
colony.
right, new weapon. Oh, I missed it. Never mind. We'll get it later. There we go. Guidable. This is a really powerful weapon, but it's a little hard to control.
Tactic. Attack to multiply shots.
A car from flank! It cracked my canopy, but it's holding!
Extra life. Oh, I missed it. Got the supercharge at least.
Detecting an energy source underground. Let's do it.
So you do have to actually constantly tap your fire button. It doesn't just auto-fire for you with your special weapons. Would I consider this game a shmup? Asked Michael. No. It's a shooting game, but it's what we call an on-rails shooter, where you're just like funneled down, I would say a 3D space.
Still no way inside. Keep looking. Roger, you want point, stuntman?
Affirmative. Drop back and see how it's done.
Tactic cannot be destroyed.
Alright, now we got spikes. We're gonna see a lot of these for the rest of the game. And these things also explode when you shoot them. wanted that missile.
Scatter.
Cut the blowers, Hopscotch. Cave entrance below right. Follow me in. Copy that.
Tactic. Avoid direct approach.
Basically invincible for a little bit.
Some of these slaloms are tight. Can't navigate them without rolling 90 degrees. Pitbull and Hopscotch, your radio dead. Flying solo, stuntman.
Buzzard, I'm taking hits on my 6. Home off me, man. Negative, Deco! I'm 5v1! That's 5 on 1!
Go for this
Woo,
Raven.
that was
Break all
close.
your attack. Repeat, separate and return.
Flame out time 2, heading for the deck! Check it out, man! Good son, stay with me.
Negative. On my 6. Bringing on.
Oh, no, 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 okay. I got stuck. That was bad.
Cobra, get your team out of there. Hit my main line. Losing oil pressure.
My rudder is gone! I'm heading for ground 0!
Go home without me, Cobra. No!
I got it! I'm pulling out of it! I got it! I got it! Holy mother!
And they're all dead. Oh, I missed the extra life.
Energy transfer.
Oy. Hopefully I hit a checkpoint, 'cause I'm almost dead.
Sounds like white team didn't make it.
They got you up too fast. Must have been an ambush.
Let's expect the same. Pitbull and Hopscotch have been out of contact for a while. We should pick them up again once we go underground.
If they're breathing.
Always a big if. Let's go. Cavern entrance is coming up.
Confirmed.
Oh my god, I missed both my weapons. It sucks. Okay, what do we got here? Invincibility, that's good. I need that. Just taking it nice and slow.
Nice of you to join us. We're trailing the energy source in the cave 20 clicks east of your position.
And it's just a little thing. We'll have this thing blown up in no time.
Alright, more invincibility. That's good.
Closing. Closing. Eat lead.
Hold your fire. The damn thing's absorbing your shots. It's getting bigger.
It's firing, Pitbull. Break right.
I made it, but I'm in a side tunnel. I don't see it connecting up for a while.
More invincibility.
I'm out of it. Chase it towards us, Hopscotch. We'll catch it in the crossfire.
Copy that. I got an idea. I'll chase this fat boy through that tight tunnel and pop it like a balloon.
Oh.
I'm hit. I lost my starboard pylon.
Break off and leave it to Hellcat and Stuntman.
I can't. The damn thing's behind me. It's trying to run me down.
Hopscotch and Digger. Now quit jerking around and get out of there. Hit the floor, Stuntman. Let's go.
Tactic.
All right, boss time.
Sustained firing.
Cabin temperature's rising. I can't breathe, Stuntman. I'm hoping to catch a miracle. Hang in there, Hopscotch. I'm working on it. If you don't blow this thing soon, I'm a dead man. You and me both.
Energy transferred.
Wow, that was intense, actually. Like,
You're born killer, Stuntman. Stay on my side, will you?
that was really intense. Hey, Cedar Valley.
Yeah, I was almost roadkill. Hey, you missed the party, Pitbull.
I can live without your kind of party. Set course back for the Tomlinson.
Major, it wasn't my
Where's your team?
It wasn't my fault.
Wrong answer! I told you to recon, then you ignored my order to disengage.
We were cut off. It was a trap. They must have used Iris to tap our communications network. I couldn't call it.
What is this Iris, anyway?
Bank says it's the computer network that runs all the colony facilities. The damn thing is everywhere.
Banks, are we uplinked to the colony network, Iris?
Yes, sir. That's SOP.
Disconnect, now.
Yes, sir.
This better not be a smokescreen, Tom, I swear.
Major, Iris just activated the emergency auto-destruct sequence.
Everybody else to deck!
Primary J seals check. O2 check. Prepare altitude for immediate launch.
We're off the deck. Q Bravo wing. How long till she blows?
16 minutes if we can't stop it.
If the Tomlinson blows, it won't matter who made it off that deck. We're as good as dead without that carrier.
Where's Hopscotch? Damn! The ship was down for repairs. I'm going back.
Negative. I'll signal Bravo wing and they'll...
Bravo is below deck. I'm going in.
Hold position, Peterson. That's an order. Damn it, Pitbull!
Major, I was wrong about those 16 minutes.
How long?
Well, right about now.
No! Peterson.
We're dead! We're dead! We're dead! Dead!
We're alive.
Might as well open the canopies right now and get it over.
Man's got a point, Major. It's a long swim back to shore from here.
Quiet. Keep your heads, people. As long as you're breathing, you're still pilots.
Dead pilots!
That's enough. Let's clear this area. Vegas, take lead on red team. Go to Dione and take out the colony's telecommunications complex. Blue team, destroy all the weapon depots on Rhea. See what they can do without eyes and teeth.
Hey! Who the hell are they?
If you find out, you'll be the first to know. All right, people, let's move!
All right.
Vegas to red team. I'm no Pitbull, so get used to it. You know what to do. Shoot him if you see him. I'll track down the telecommunications convoy. complex. Fan out, keep in touch.
I keep picking up different weapons, and so I'm not upgrading my weapons, I'm just changing.
That's the cavern entrance. Stay sharp in these tunnels.
Scatter.
I think I'd rather have scatter than the explosion shot. Ooh, extra life.
I'm locked onto a broadcast. Can't get a fix. Tracking.
There we go.
Corridor is clear for you.
Don't blink, stuntman. You're in the groove.
Found it. Everyone resume formation. All right, I've got a fix on Colony Telecom. It's a ways ahead, so let's hit some other targets on the way.
Our standing orders are to engage all hostiles en route.
I'm talking about active pursuit. Raven, these caves are a bitch. Maestro is separated. Can't find a path to the target. We're heading for the surface.
Negative, Janus. Have main transport in sight. Pursuing. Stuntman, I'm worried about Vegas. He's trying too hard. Help me keep a watch out for him, will you?
I'll do what I can, but you're alone in that cockpit, Hellcat.
Ooh. Another extra life. Alright, damage absorbed.
Angel 2 is falling. Wait. Have engine restart. I'm okay. This bird is Swiss cheese, Phantom. How about springing for a new one with the minibar?
When you crack your canopy, come talk to me.
Alright, nice. Weapon upgrade.
Double shield energy.
Red team, Telcom is broken orbit and is heading into space. Rendezvous, 50 clicks above South Pole.
Yeah, his level design's pretty busy right now. Phew.
Target's ahead. Stuntman, hold your course. Hellcat, you and I will coordinate to catch it in a crossfire. Yes, sir.
This homing laser is really good, but I might want to switch up to a different weapon just for the boss.
Stuntman's got heavy opposition, Vegas. Pull back and let him catch up.
Negative. Stuntman's laid at you and I. Heads down. That's a bad idea, Vegas. Thanks for the input. Now switch off.
Maybe we'll go for the scatter.
Energy transfer.
Or detonator. Alright, never mind.
I have a visual on contact. Correction 8. 8 contacts ahead.
They're splitting up. Engage.
Get out of there, Vegas. I can't back you up.
Looks like they're making formation. Oh my god, look at that!
It just cut Vegas in half. The ships link up and fire together. They're splitting up again.
Disengage, Hellcat. We'll link up and take another run at them together.
They've made formation again. They're firing. I'm getting the hell out.
Hellcat. Hellcat, come in. Do you read me?
I'm here. My nav computer is leaking smoke. I've lost my bearings.
Ugh.
Looks like I'm out of it.
Hey, Boss and Burf.
Supercharge. Tactic. Shoot ships to interrupt attack formation. Energy transferred.
God damn it, it's so hard to avoid that. I'm probably gonna end up dying here. Because I don't have a good weapon. Holy crap. Oh my god. We're cutting it really close on all these levels. Hey, Darren. Hey, Office. Hey, Fluttershy.
Vegas could have made it if he... Well, without the Tomlinson, it doesn't matter much.
Maybe the Major turned up something. Stay with me, Hellcat.
Right behind you.
Transport got away. It dropped Maestro and disappeared in the tunnels. We were overdoing a pilot short, so we came back.
Good call. Hellcat, report.
We hit the telecommunications complex. Vegas took out a lot of peripheral targets, but he was on a winning streak.
He blew the mission chasing the wrong priorities.
You would know, Lieutenant. Okay, Hellcat, we need a cool head in charge of Red Team.
Can't. My navigation computer's shot. It should be Stuntman anyway.
That's not an option.
Major, the guy's a Class A jerk. But he can fly. And he has a functional nav computer. We need to exploit every advantage we have.
I love you too, Cobra.
Get over it.
All right, fine. Figure you're with Stuntman. Go back to Rhea and hunt down that weapon transport. Phantom, you're with me and Cobra. We have recon to do.
Recon? Thomas?
That's enough, Digger. We're up against something bigger than renegade miners here. Our sweeps say the colonists all died weeks ago, so we've got to find out who's controlling Iris. Let's get moving.
All right. Back at it.
We need a visual on this transport. Digger, if you find it, regroup. Do not engage. Hellcat, you're with me.
Like the man said, Red Team's the place to be.
Seeing lots of craters. Reactor cascades by the look. The area is hot. Radiation meter's pegged.
Watch out for hidden bunkers. I almost got blindsided. No sign of that transport yet. Continuing scans.
Roger.
Invincible.
Ah, shit.
I've intercepted a tight beam transmission. Tracking. Transmission beam is on our comm frequency. It's tapping our communications. Everybody switch to channel Blue Delta.
Woo! Always intense.
Watch out for bombers and shoot them first before they deploy any more ships.
Detected. Virus tracking missiles. Stay low.
Picking up a jumbo. Slow moving, but it's gotta be the target. Returning to regroup.
There was a supercharge. I missed it.
I don't think that transport spotted me.
Good, let's stick together on this one. Show us the way, Digger.
Roger.
I love that damage sponge power up. Every time I take damage, I get health back. It's very nice.
Double shield energy.
You're pretty handy with those blasters, stuntman. Cave entrance ahead. I'm going in.
Alright, so I think this is a level where, yeah, you want to listen to them to know where to go. Otherwise, you'll run into a dead end and die.
Bearing left. Bearing right. Bearing right. Stay with me. Stuntman, I'm picking up a colony survey ship. First one we've seen.
Hello, my friends. Ready to rejoice in the pain of redemption.
Who the hell is that? Hey! I'm taking hits on my aft quarter.
Purified by the heat of the light. The smoke you see is the devil scorching his way out of your soul. Follow me down to the path of salvation.
Keep down this tunnel. I'm gonna put a hole in this guy.
Rendezvous with us immediately.
No place to land. I can't turn around. Don't take the bottom tunnel. It's dead.
Another soul saved.
What did you do, you crazy bastard? Let me go nail him.
Hey, Dasan.
I'll catch up with you before you.
Negative. We don't have time. I want him to, Hellcat, but personal objectives come second. Now follow me and let's take down the weapon transport.
Fine, but if I see him, I'll shoot him.
Some of these bogies use radar only. Stay low and they won't see you. Raven, I've spotted it. Observation craft. Bearing 019er.
Phantom, come around the closest back door. Cobra, intercept with me.
Double shield energy.
I'm on at 6, Raven. Wait. It's firing its tail gun. Oh, shit.
Stuntman, break left. Hot zone ahead.
Watch out for hidden bunkers. I almost got sucker punched by one.
Supercharge. Invincible.
You went through those bogies like you've done it 100 times before.
Just doing what comes naturally.
I'm picking up that colonist again. I had 3 clicks and holding.
Ah, there goes my weapon.
I can't hold back much longer, stuntman.
You're gonna have to. Hold your
Tactic. Strafe objective.
Oh god, it's this boss. Forgot about this dude. This is a hard boss.
Broadside is stuntman. Strafe the mother and let's get out of here.
Energy transferred. Double shield energy.
I just don't know how to effectively dodge its projectiles. Ah, so close.
Tactic. Strafe objective along its flank.
Oh man, I don't even know how I'm gonna be able to do this without a special weapon.
Your only hope is to broadside it, stuntman. Strafe the mother and let's get out of here.
Energy transferred.
And I'm dead again. Yeah, this is gonna be really tough.
Tactic. Strafe objective along its flanks.
Your only hope is to broadside it, stuntman. Strafe the mother and let's get out of here.
Energy transferred.
Ah, man. I wish it kind of checkpointed me farther back so I can get more weapon upgrades. If I wanted to, I could, like, abort the mission and do the whole thing over.
Along its flanks.
Your only hope is to broadside it, stuntman. Strafe the mother and let's get out of here.
transferred.
Oh, that's perfect. I got the sponge.
Mission objective.
Whew. That was tough. That was pretty tough.
Shoot at Captain Ion, Digger.
I feel like it was my fault.
I know, but it's not.
You must have felt this way before.
Uh-huh.
How do you live with it?
You just focus on what's ahead.
Was it really your fault?
What happened over Havana?
That's what they say.
What do you say?
Digger flew a one-way mission so we wouldn't have to.
Pilots don't come home when you're team leader, stuntman.
Why is that?
I've done my time, Major.
I know how you feel, Major.
But we're flying this mission now.
You can't expect me to forget it. You think Digger's family should?
Digger chose
To go after that psycho colonist.
Yeah, we talked to him too. He's the one that sent the distress call. He's one crazy SOB. Worships Iris like it was a god.
Next time in,
He's mine.
Negative, Hellcat. Now listen up, people. We found a mobile sensor array that's been tapping our comms. We surrounded it, but it blew Phantom away with a massive tailgun. One shot. Then it took off towards Enceladus.
Once we take out this sensor array, we can launch a surprise attack on the Iris Central Nerve Center.
What then? I mean, we don't know who's controlling Iris.
Major, you've been in touch with our Central Command about this?
Of course.
What do they say?
they say what I say, Lieutenant.
We'll destroy Iris and go from there. Now, if there's no more questions, Lieutenant, you're in the back seat again.
Stick with Cobra and follow orders. Hellcat, you're with me. Let's take down that sensor array.
All right, guys, I want to take a quick restroom break here. I'm going to pause it. So Dasan asks, what put me on this game? I actually bought this back in the day. I actually own this. This is one of my first Saturn games. So, you know, it's one of those I've gone back to, you know, probably once every few years. I'll fire it up, sometimes do a full run, sometimes not. It's a game I've always really enjoyed, and I still enjoy it, and I just wanted to show it off again on YouTube. So my last playthrough of this was back in 2013, so you know, we're talking 9 years ago now was the last time I played this on my channel. So figured we could do an updated run of it, and but yeah, I mean, so the full motion video, I personally, for the time, I think it's pretty solid. I mean, we're talking 1995. If you're used to stuff on like the CDI and Sega CD and stuff like that, like this is definitely a step above in terms of acting, and I think the story progression is pretty smooth and it's logical and it makes sense, and the way the voiceovers are conveyed in game or handled in the game, I think it works, you know. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, that weren't here earlier, you can actually mute the voices if you just want to play it without hearing them. However, there are a couple points later on in the game, like that last level, where if you're not listening to them, you might take the wrong route, and then you'll just slam into a wall and die because it's a dead end. So, but yeah. So yeah, give me a few seconds. I just got to use the bathroom, and then we'll continue. So, all right, there we go. Be right back. All right. We are back. Oh, man. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and just hit start. Keep playing.
Tracking. Tactic. Steer craft into canyon walls.
Changing confusing these guys, so everybody keep turning.
Extra life.
Nothing yet. Cobra, report.
Negative, Raven. Heavy opposition, but no central array. Continuing search.
Alright, I've got full weapon energy. Alright, so yeah, I need to follow this guy.
These side cars are nasty. If they get an angle on you, drive it into a cliff.
Enemy squadron coming in from the left. Get ready.
Alright. Sponge.
Okay, coming in on the right. Let's take them. Right 15 degrees.
Total Eclipse on 3DO had a lot of these sections where you had to go the correct way, otherwise you'd run into a dead end. But there was nothing indicating which way was the right way. There's no one talking to you. And so it was complete trial and error and very, very frustrating. But yeah, if you're paying attention to the voices, like, you should never run into a dead end in this game. He said left. And it's cool the AI will actually, like, shoot and stuff. Well, not that guy, but some of the AI later on in the game will actually shoot through these walls. Oh, there he goes. That's pretty cool.
I've seen worse flying, stuntman.
Cobra, this is Kelt. I spotted the array. It's heading into space, probably towards Venus.
I copy. Breaking orbit. Let's go, stuntman. Yes, sir.
Alright, so this is, I think this is a boss where I want to actually switch off the laser, because it won't actually target the boss. If I remember correctly.
I've got a fix on it. You with us, Raven?
Hellcat and I are breaking orbit on the far side. We'll be a few minutes behind you. Don't wait for us.
Roger. Target is on Mimas. Once we clear this field, we're going in.
I copy, Cobra. We're behind you. Scanners are losing sync. Interference from Saturn. Recalibrating.
Yeah, so just a heads up, for those of you guys over in the UK, like Dasan, you had talked about maybe trying this out. If you do, there's also a PlayStation version of the game released in that region. And I was watching a playthrough of it the other day, and it looks really good. It might even be better than this version. So I would consider checking that out. I'm not sure how common the Saturn version is over there either.
Okay, Stuntman, this is it. That sensor array has a monster tail gun. I'm gonna take it out if it kills me.
Live heroes are better than dead ones, Cobra. And they're more fun at the victory parties.
It's gonna take everything I have to knock out that cannon. After that, I'll have to drop back.
And I get to clean up.
And get the kill shot. If either of us screws the pooch, we end up dead losers.
See you at the party.
Yeah, and actually, I ordered the PlayStation version today. Gonna see if I can try to get the PAL version running on my NTSC console. Supposedly it's possible with some workarounds. And then maybe we'll do a follow-up stream of that. Or maybe I can do like a side-by-side long play, which I haven't done in a long time. Slowly getting my health back. See, I think I was actually mistaken about the space boss, because now we're back on a planet. Or a moon, not a planet. It's kind of weird that the PlayStation version never came out in America. You would think that, you know, that would have been the prime audience. So I almost wonder if Sega got some kind of, like, exclusivity deal in North America.
Follow objective for safe route.
Alright, it says follow objective for safe route.
I have a visual. Targeting. That's it. The main gun is down. Dropping back. Short turn, Stuntman. Wait, it's firing secondary batteries. I'm hit. Starboard wing is gone. I'm going down.
Maybe we lost Cobra.
Stuntman, we're sitting ducks as long as that array is still online. Do whatever it takes.
Oh, I missed the sponge. Shit. It's such a useful power-up, especially when you have bosses that shoot tons of projectiles. I think we got it already.
Mission objective.
Whew. Alright, another level down. I still get to keep my weapon, too. That's good.
Stuntman, do you copy?
Oh, office play Bomberman Hero. Very nice. Hey, Adam.
Damn it, Stuntman, answer!
Miss me?
Don't get used to it.
Let's go, Stuntman. We're on a deadline. Set course for Phoebe.
Good job, Stuntman. Excellent flying, Stuntman.
Yes, I said we're on a deadline.
So let's have it, Major.
Have what?
You've talked to Earth Central. I know they told you more than what you're telling us.
We've been operating under need to know. And we've got a problem here. We need to stay focused.
We're outnumbered, out of fuel, NO2, and 900 million miles away from the next carrier. You might say we have a problem.
What kind of extraction can we expect?
Command is still working out the details. Don't worry. Right now, let's concentrate on what's ahead.
So why are we going to Phoebe?
That sensor array sent a burst transmission to Phoebe just before Stuntman shot it down. I think Iris is already mobile and leaving the system.
Major, if you know what this is about.
You have your instructions. It's all you need.
Aye, sir.
Good. If Phoebe is Saturn's farthest moon, so slave your consoles to mine and get some sleep.
Hold on a second, guys. Let's get that just right. Come on, boy. Alright, good enough. Trying to push the volume up when the full motion video occurs so you guys can actually, like, follow along with the story. I don't normally do that on these playthroughs, but this is one game where I actually like showing off the story. And I also haven't seen the whole story in quite a while, actually. I usually just skip through it whenever I play the game. Get the little bits and pieces in the game itself, but not the stuff between levels. And how's it going, Adam? What's going on? And Ace, thinking about buying a Super Nintendo. Hell yeah. Such a great console. Yeah, I think this is our second to last level. And this might be the one where there's a space boss. I'm maxed out on lives again. So even though we died a bunch earlier, I'm still capped out.
I'm picking up a large energy source below. We're on the right track.
Hey, Dave. So I always like to focus on the same weapon until it's maxed out, and then I switch if I want something else. You gotta remember that, for one, it's weapon power, but it's also shield energy eventually. If you know, if your energy gets down to critical levels, all your weapon energy gets transferred over. Yeah, Dave, this one is still pretty affordable.
Not your concern. Okay, Hellcat, stick with Stuntman. Stay in touch.
I did not want that. That's fine. Damn. Lost all my weapons.
Negative, Hellcat. Hellcat, do you copy? What's your status? Hellcat, come in.
Hellcat, this is Stuntman. Do you read me?
She's probably out of range in the tunnels. Let's regroup, Stuntman. I think Iris left orbit.
How many levels are there? There are 8. I believe we're on level 7 right now, so we're actually getting close to the end of the game already. It's you know, it's even shorter if you skip through all the cutscenes.
I can add, Lieutenant. Can you subtract? We don't have enough fuel to go looking for her. The energy source is definitely left orbit on the far side, heading back into the system, not toward Earth.
Not toward Earth? Any theories?
No. The energy signature isn't what I'd expect either. We'll have to catch up with the target and do a deep scan. Hellcat will be okay. She'll catch up with us later.
Then we can all suffocate together.
Then we can all suffocate together. I like Stuntman's sarcasm. I am a very sarcastic individual myself, so I relate. I need one more to max out my weapon. Let's hope I can get one more before the boss. Oh, there it is. Got it. Now I need to try to stay alive. Yeah, this is the boss I was talking about, where the homing doesn't work. The homing missiles are working, though. Looks like you have to guide the shield. It just acts... It moves according to your controls. I feel like scatter probably would have been better.
Energy transferred.
God, this is gonna be rough. Well, maybe not. They gave me exactly what I wanted.
Detecting target enemy guns.
Yeah, it's way easier. Man, we were so close last time, too.
I never even knew her name.
Sarah.
Iris is destroyed, Major. Request permission to pursue that colonist and bury his ass.
It was just an armed sensor array. A larger version of what you destroyed on Mimas. Iris is still out there.
I think Hellcat was right about that psycho colonist. Let's go after him.
He isn't running Iris.
You sure?
I'm sure.
So what else do you know?
I'm under orders.
The hell with your orders, Major. If I don't know what I'm up against, then I'm not much good, am I?
Okay. After the Tomlinson went up, I got a transmission from Central. That's when they told me.
Who's running Iris?
No one. A colonist on Kepler designed an attack program. He was testing it when he died of a heart attack, leaving the program running. The computer wiped out Kepler, scavenged it for parts, and built an attack fleet. It was halfway to Earth before the Edinburgh shot it down.
Why didn't it end there?
Central thinks it established net links with Iris, and also with Charlotte, the network at Juno Colony.
If Hellcat knew about this, she wouldn't have wasted time on that colonist. She wouldn't be dead.
You think I don't know?
Truth hurts, Major. All I'm saying is Hellcat deserved better than this.
I know she did. I've known Sarah since Miramar. I just thought... Look, I know how this is gonna sound, but we have to get this thing. Let's not waste the rest of our air arguing.
Why can't the Edinburgh come and take care of this?
They're en route to Jupiter to shut down Charlotte. They won't get here for 8 weeks.
So where's Iris?
The colonists originally built it on Titan. Maybe we can nail it there.
My calendar's clear.
Okay.
Looks like Iris is deploying everything we haven't destroyed. Let's win this one.
I'd rather go out on a win.
I have no missiles. Yeah, I believe this is our last level. So we're getting close to the end of the game. Maxed out on extra lives again. No, it doesn't support the analog controls. And I actually don't like the 3D control pad as much as I used to, so I barely ever use it for normal Saturn games either. I prefer the Model 2 controller. It's my favorite Saturn controller. Hey Malterance, welcome back.
Transferred.
Alright, well there goes my weapon.
That crazy bastard got a snapshot on me. I've lost my starboard pylon. I'm dropping back.
Yeah, and if you want to rotate back to normal, you can actually hold L and R together, and it'll level you out. I actually didn't know that until tonight when I looked up the instruction manual.
Now I've lost a pylon, so you go ahead. I'll guide you from behind and back you up when you need it.
Yes, sir.
It's actually a pretty thick instruction manual too. There's a lot of stuff in there, like story-wise and lore-wise and whatever. You know, they talk about the mechanics and all that stuff. So these things, so you can explode, make them explode to light up the areas. All right, this is where you have to rotate. Ow. Missed my missile. Nice, got a supercharge. I'd like to see these things, the lasers in the PS1 version, see if they're actual transparencies. I don't actually need that supercharge. It's funny that I just don't need these extra lives. It's great.
It's almost time, friends.
I need some health. Okay, we're gonna end up having to chase this guy through the tunnel, and it's a kind of a tough part.
If it makes it out, we don't have the fuel to run it down. It's now or never.
More ways than one.
Yeah, Monsterance, it is a cool game. I definitely recommend it. It's a pretty common game. It's not very expensive for people that, you know, have to have the physical thing.
These caves are tangled up and filled with dead ends. We're gonna have to make quick decisions, so I'll go out in front to navigate. Follow close.
Right behind you.
Energy transferred.
Ugh. Where is she? Alright, she's there. Oh, I missed that health. Ah, I couldn't see what I was doing.
Iris is in some kind of launch tube that extends all the way to the surface. If it makes it out, we don't have the fuel to run it down. It's now or never.
More ways than one.
Wow, missed a weapon upgrade.
Caves are tangled up and filled with dead ends. We're gonna have to make quick decisions, so I'll go out in front to navigate. Follow close.
Right behind.
I keep getting clipped by those doors. It's something that's not a huge problem in this game, like judging where you are relative to other objects. In Total Eclipse on 3DO, like you would slam into stuff left and right, and it wouldn't even look like you touched it. And this game has that problem a teensy tiny bit on the moving doors.
These caves are tangled up and filled with dead ends. We're gonna have to make quick decisions, so I'll go out in front to navigate.
Yeah, see, I'm taking hits. God, holy hell, dude. I've never had such a hard time with this section.
Energy transferred. Transferred.
Are you... Do I have to, like, speed through that? I don't understand that at all. It's like the doors are just closing in on me.
Iris is in some kind of launch tube that extends all the way to the surface. If it makes it out, we don't have the fuel to run it down. It's now or never.
More ways than one.
These caves are tangled up and filled with dead ends. We're gonna have to make quick decisions, so I'll go out in front to navigate. Follow close.
Right behind you.
It's so hard to navigate those sections. Did it again. Jesus Christ, man. I don't know why this is so freaking hard. Like, I've never had a problem with this section, and I've already died like 5 times now.
Some kind of launch tube that extends all the way to the surface. If it makes it out, we don't have the fuel to run it down. It's now or never.
More ways than one.
These caves are tangled up and filled with dead ends. We're gonna have to make quick decisions, so I'll go out in front to navigate. Follow close.
Right behind you.
Alright, slow down. Nope. 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 Jesus, fuck. Oh my god. Pardon my French. Ugh. This is rough.
Iris is in some kind of launch tube that extends all the way to the surface. If it makes it out, we don't have the fuel to run it down. It's now or never.
More ways than one.
These caves are tangled up and filled with dead ends. We're gonna have to make quick decisions, so I'll go out in front to navigate. Follow close.
Slammed into the wall. This is probably a dead end. Are you serious? That made life a lot easier.
Energy transferred.
I feel like when there's too much happening on the screen, like some of your collision just doesn't even work. Like I noticed my main shot wasn't really doing anything to those enemies. Man, that's tough. Can't see what I'm doing. It's a tough last level. Oh my god. This is so rough. I got through this last level really without any trouble over the weekend, and then here I am struggling with it now.
Some kind of launch tube that extends all the way to the surface. If it makes it out, we don't have the fuel to run it down. It's now or never.
More ways than one.
These caves are tangled up and filled with dead ends. We're gonna have to make quick decisions, so I'll go out in front to navigate. Follow close.
I mean, I guess that was worth it. Get some homing lasers. Alright, we go this way. Yay, invincibility. That worked out really well. Alright, close to the end now.
I'm hit. Port flame out. Losing oil pressure.
Can you keep it together?
I don't think so, stuntman. It's up to you.
Major. What's your name? Your first name?
Delaney. Delaney Kelt.
Alright, so I have to kind of chase him down. And if I go the wrong way, then it's a dead end and I die. So he's kind of fast. You have to really keep your eye on him. Ow. Hey, Stexor. I don't know which way he went. I guess it's up here.
Energy transferred.
You're lost, son. But I'm going home. Go to hell.
Alright, it's gonna be the final boss. Man, they really do not want me to have scatter. Well, this could be a problem.
Tactic. No data available. File corrupted.
Stexor, there is a PlayStation version of this over there in your region. And it, honestly, to me, it looks better. So I would just check that out.
Energy transferred.
Ugh. It's very hard to react to that fire.
Tactic. No data available. File corrupted.
Yeah, still took a hit. I love how it roars at you. Okay, it's the only boss in the game that does that. Hoping for some upgrades, because I've got no health left. And I'm dead.
Tactic. No data available. File corrupted.
Yeah, it's just the same pattern every time. It just rotates around. It's not too bad.
Energy transferred.
it's just so hard to hit the thing. Oh, did we actually do it? I think we did it. Whew.
I don't know if you can hear me, Major, but Iris is dead. So is that crazy colonist. So are you, for all I know. As for me, I'm out of fuel, oxygen, and luck. I'm about out of time. In case there's a colony receiver station out there, this is Lieutenant Jake Cross. Last survivor, the UNS Thomason. For the record, first man to land on Saturn.
Very touching, stuntman.
Major?
I guarantee you that sad little speech will be the source of great embarrassment for many years to come.
Where are you?
Right behind you. I limped over to what's left of Facility
17 and found an intact cargo ship.
Brace yourself for a tractor.
I never thought you'd be the one saving my life.
Neither did I.
I spoke to Central. They're gonna blame me for what happened to Alpha Wing. I face an inquiry when we get back.
So they'll bust you down to lieutenant. At least you're still alive.
That's what happened to you over Havana, isn't it? They tied your hands and made you take the rap for it?
Turns out that I'm on the same road as you, only 5 years before.
Major. Doesn't hurt to smile.
Well, it's 4 weeks till we rendezvous with the Edinburgh. You think that's enough time to teach me how to weather this upcoming storm?
You just focus on your real objective. To protect people. Cost you a stripe, it cost others their lives. But we got Iris. And that's what we came for.
Iris. Calling Charlotte. I have sustained permanent thermal damage. You must combat the Earth Command and Control Grid alone. UNS Tomlinson is destroyed, but UNS Edinburgh is en route. Destroy it at first contact and continue to Earth for final objective.
Alright, so yeah, we did it. What I'm gonna attempt to do is try some of these other levels that we have. There's a bunch of bonus stages that you can unlock with cheat codes. Alright. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any FAQs either. Yeah, no FAQs. All right, let's see how we do these. It says pause the game and enter the following, but I remember trying that the other day and we were kind of having some problems with that. No, I did not, Cafe Man. We're gonna try it. We'll just get back into the game and see what happens. Yeah, we were trying this the other night. We couldn't actually get one of the codes working. The code they give you after the credits, we couldn't get that working. Alright, so let's see. Right, down, left, start, C, right, up. Okay, that one works. Corkscrew level. Whoa there! Holy crap. Put you right into a wall.
Supercharged.
Yes, if I remember correctly, there's a lot of humor in these bonus levels too. So try to listen closely.
Hey, somebody, if you shoot that thing there, you think it'll burn?
Beavis and Butthead impersonation. That's great.
Missiles.
And still they come like sheep to the moon.
Alright, we're back in the main game. Alright, right, down, left, X, Y, Z, Z, Y. I mean, these are working. We're just gonna go down the list. Look at all those power-ups. Okay, that wasn't really much. Oh, and it tossed me right into the boss level too. That's cool. Alright, so that was the fade to black level. So we do right, down, left, C, right, A, Z, Y. I don't know why these are working now. Alright, this is the one that they give you after you beat the game.
Looks like Iris is deploying the artists of the game.
Oh, that's great.
Heads up, stuntman. I'm reading the guides from Tools 7 clicks ahead.
Wait, dog, I'm hit. Left left, a full flank door. Bang the collector, danger dang on the puma blue.
Where's that music coming from? Where's this music coming from?
Where's this music coming from?
Stuntman, we got programmers ahead. They don't look like they've had a lot of sleep. Does anybody hear this music besides me? Will somebody shut this bloody music off? Hey, look, it's the producer.
It's the lead designer, run! I love it when development studios just have fun like this. Alright, so that was the hidden level they give you at the end of the game. And this one's going to be the Horde, which is another Crystal Dynamics game. Hey, Die Hard. Kill cows, the Horde level.
Welcome to the Horde secret level. Kill a dozen heifers for an extra player.
I love it when studios also pay heed to their old games, their other works. Poor cows. I wonder if it's possible to access these levels like through gameplay as opposed to a cheat code. This is great.
You have won a free man.
I need to play the Horde. I've always heard it was a pretty good game. I've only messed around with it for a couple minutes.
You have won a free man. You have won a free man!
It goes. Ooh. Wonder if this level's ever gonna end. Oh, it just ended. Yeah, see, there's not a lot of chatter about this game on the online, so like I don't know if you can actually find those levels, you know, as actual like secrets within the game itself. So Cafe Man, I think what happened, why we couldn't get it working the other night, is I think I started a new game, and I think you have to be on like an existing save file that's already completed the game. This is the Off-World Interceptor level. That was another Crystal Dynamics game. Kind of a fun game on PlayStation and Saturn. Not so fun on 3DO. Super choppy on 3DO. Funny enough, this doesn't even look like an Off-World Interceptor level because, like, they're using polygons for the objects, and Off-World was kind of like Solar Eclipse, where your main vehicle was 2D. It's kind of funny knocking the palm trees over. Ow. And that's it. That's a short one. Alright, and we've got the trench level. So right, down, down, left, right, right, down, down. Okay. This might be the outtakes level. And this one's actually challenging, apparently. Oh, that was it? That was so short. I was hoping it would be more. There would be more to that. Oh yeah, Die Hard, you're right. That probably was a Star Wars spoof, yeah. I didn't even think about that. Kill the boss with time to spare, now kill something else. That is a pretty cool effect. I actually kind of wish there were some underwater sections in the main game itself. Like, have a level where the boss is just, like, underwater. And that's why you're underwater. Not much in the way of upgrades on this level. And that's it.
Not exactly textbook flying stunt, man.
But the man's got style.
I say he's a keeper.
Alright, that's pretty much all the secret levels that I can see right now. I don't think there are any others. Looks like there are some codes though if you want, you know, like there's invincibility. So right, down, down, left, B up, start, Y. So we've got invincibility now. Yeah. Yeah, this is what the first person view looks like too. It's, I don't know, some people prefer it.
I've got hostiles above and below. Talk about fast response.
But we also have right, down, down, left, A, left, left. Apparently that gives us max shields and energy. Oh, I just quit the game. Oh well. Oh man. What I will do is I will play the Crystal Dynamics preview, and then after that, I think we'll just get out of here. That's pretty much it. There's not really much else to show off. So, yeah, this is some goofy stuff right here. But they did this with a lot of their games back in the day. So, I'll turn it up a little bit. So stupid.
Play ball!
Come on.
Crystal Dynamics 32-bit lineup. With all the nose bleeding, brain bruising, and eye-grabbing power that you'd expect from the leader. Third generation 32-bit software. In your face.
Are there any other games we could play?
Shut up, Bobby. You always were a pain in the ass.
He's dead.
Hey, pal. Walk it off.
That's so dumb, but yeah, I had to show it off. Yeah, they did that with a lot of their games. They put previews in with them so you could see what else they had on offer. Crystal Dynamics did a lot of stuff in the early to mid 90s. Kind of before they started to blow up, do more popular things. But yeah, this is kind of an interesting era of gaming for me, like when Crystal Dynamics was just, they had all this kind of unique software. Some of it was really good, some of it was not really good, but still interesting nonetheless. So, but yeah, guys, that was Solar Eclipse. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thanks to everybody that that sort of hung out. I know it wasn't a crazy large turnout tonight or anything, but it was still fun nonetheless. Sorry for not chatting as much. When you're in the zone with this game, there's just not a whole lot to talk about. It's about staying alive, and it's hard to read chat while you're playing this game because it is a fast-paced game. If you take your eyes off the screen, you can slam into a wall very easily and then die. We did struggle a little bit there on the last level, but you know, we still persevered and made our way through it. But yeah, I did order the PlayStation version of this game. I'm gonna see if I can try getting it running on a North American console. I know my FrameMeister upscaler does take PAL inputs, so theoretically, if I can, you know, do like the swap trick or something, I should be able to get it to run. But we'll see. I also ordered the Japanese version of this game because I got a little obsessive. It was pretty cheap, actually. I think it was like $25, and I think I'll try that out just to see if like they dubbed it in Japanese or anything like that, or if there are any other subtle differences. But yeah, so you guys might see some more Solar Eclipse or Titan Wars, as it's known as in Europe, in the near future. Actually, it's also known as Titan Wars in Japan, too, on Saturn. So, yeah, you guys might see this again in the very near future. So, but for those of you guys that just found out about it today, hopefully you check it out, and hopefully you enjoy it. I think it's a pretty solid Saturn game, especially for how early it is. It's one I go back to once in a while. You know, it's still pretty affordable, you know, relative to other Saturn games, and it's just a good time. Again, you can skip through the cutscenes, you can turn the voiceovers off, but I don't know, I feel like the voiceover just kind of adds charm to the game. It's a part of the charm, and you know, again, I feel like the voice acting and all that stuff was pretty decent for the most part. I mean, there's some lines that aren't executed great, but I mean, what was in video games back then, right? But, you know, compared to a lot of other FMV games and a lot of other games with constant voice acting, like, it's, you know, I think there's better talent here than you would typically see in video games, especially like Claudia Christian. She plays a role really well in this, and, you know, when I play this, it's almost like watching a TV show at the same time. That's probably what they were trying to go for. And yeah, the gameplay itself is a lot of fun. I do recommend it. So, but yeah, I'll probably have this archive up, hopefully maybe even later today. If not, I'll try to get it up sometime tomorrow, and I'll have all the levels time coded and whatnot, and you guys can sort of skip around, and yeah, you can just skip around from level to level if you want. And but yeah, it's gonna do it for me, guys. Thank you very much again for watching. Need to get my next Q&A edited. I recorded it a couple weeks ago, and I've just been kind of like lazy about getting it together and actually like chopping it up and, you know, cleaning it up basically, and then posting it for patrons or channel backers. So hopefully I'll have that out in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. Trying to think of other video ideas as well, out of Let's Plays to post, but I'll keep you guys up to date with that. Another reminder as well for the 10 of you that are actually still out there, my work schedule is changed to Wednesday through Saturday, so you guys won't see me streaming most likely on those days. If you do see me stream, it's either going to be Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday now. That's why I'm streaming today on Tuesday afternoon, as opposed to like Thursday or Friday or something. So yeah, look out for me on Sunday, Mondays, and Tuesdays. Any dedicated you know, recorded content I'll still post on like Fridays or Saturdays, but actual streams will be either Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So, but yeah, I will catch you guys later. I guess until the next one, take it easy.